Hey guys, really quick before we dive into today's battle, and I promise you today's battle is amazing. I have a very awesome announcement. Conqueror's Blade is having another open weekend this weekend. So I believe April 12th. Yeah, April 12th to April 14th is going to be the free weekend. So if you want to be able to play the game early without getting a founders pack, you can do so, and you can try it out. So there's a link in the video description where you can download the game. So definitely check that out, guys. And this is going to give you a great, it's just going to help you see what the game's all about. If you like it, then you can get a founders pack. And if you do get a founders pack, you will be able to continue to play past the open weekend. So they're going to have like a founders beta tester week only, or you know, for the folks who've bought a founders pack, which will start the day after the open weekend, 15th of April, all the way to the 18th of April. So definitely check it out, guys. I'm gonna be streaming it, so if you play, you can join my house and we can do battles together. But yeah, all the links are down below. Check it out, and we will now start the video. Alright, what is up, fellow knights? What's up, guys? It's Apollo here, and are you ready for another glorious siege battle? Because today we are playing Total War Rome 2, and this is certainly glorious. We've got the classic matchup. We have the powerful Romans here attacking, well, Carthage. I love this matchup, and I know we see this all the time, but do we see it enough? No. Absolutely not, because the Punic Wars, Carthage versus Rome, one of the coolest things to learn about in history. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You have two powerful factions in the Mediterranean who are just at each other's throats. Carthage nearly defeats Rome. Rome, well, spoiler alert, I'm sorry, but they defeat Carthage. In case you didn't know that, they defeat Carthage and salt their lands. And it was a gruesome siege. I mean, just an epic, between everything they went through, you know, throughout the years, an epic, an epic ending, you know, the siege of Carthage. And it's just something that, like I said, you can't make this stuff up. It's hard to believe this actually happened, and that's why I always love to watch Rome versus Carthage, and I think we're gonna have a good one. So this is a 3 versus 3, lots of Carthaginians ready to fight to the bitter end. Now, to be fair, most of these are probably mercenaries, but that's okay, you know, they'll fight for money. That's just the Carthaginian way. So before we dive into today's battle, I just want to mention that you guys can support my channel financially through YouTube memberships. It's I believe a monthly payment of $4.99, which is 1/3 the cost of Netflix, I'm pretty sure. So this is a huge help, guys, because it helps me afford my editor, Nico, who helps keep me consistent by, you know, sharing the load by editing my videos and uploading them. He is a huge help to my YouTube channel, and that definitely helps me being able to continue to afford him. Also, it helps me get new software and programs, keep my videos high quality, consistent. So yeah, $4.99. There should be a link to become a member. You also get some perks. It's not just a payment. You do get some stuff out of it. So you get a special role on my Discord. You get a badge next to your name when you leave a comment. You also get some emotes, and your name will be added to the end of this video as like a credits. So there's some pretty cool stuff there. If you're on the fence, I definitely think you should do it, obviously. Now, of course, if you don't have the income, if money is tight, please do not become a member, as I don't want you to, you know, just spend all your money, your hard-earned money, if you don't have the extra cash. This is just for people who have the extra cash, or who really, you know, want to support me with my channel, and that's great. Now, I'm pretty sure in the future there's going to be tiers where you can support me. I think the lowest tier will be like $1.99. The mid tier will be like $4.99, which is what it is now. And then there's going to be like a high tier which is like $15 or like $10. So you can, it may be $4.99 is too much, but later down the road, $1.99 you can do, you know, stuff like that. But again, don't feel bad if you can't support me. Honestly, guys, please do not feel bad. The best way to support me is just by liking the videos, leaving a comment, sharing, and being supportive that way. Joining my Discord, just being interactive. That's it. That's all I can ask for being a YouTuber. But I just wanted to give that a little shout out because I bet a lot of people didn't know about the YouTube memberships. And now we will dive into this fight. It looks like we're right on time as the Romans are beginning to scale the walls here. So we do have one Roman army. I believe this is just one player. He does have his artillery here. I'm not sure what he's firing at. Did he do any damage to the walls here? No, it looks like he was just he was firing at the troops in the back line. And he's got a lot of siege equipment going to the walls. So he's got some Principes who are going to the walls. Also, he has some Eagle cohort. So we definitely have some quality troops here. And then he's got the Macarena here. I don't know what's going on. These Principes are in single line. They're probably glitching out because of this building right here. But thankfully, they are fixing their lines here. And now the Romans are scaling the walls. Oh my god, the holy projectiles. Batman, that was insane. That was a crazy amount of projectiles. But Carthage is here. Carthage is here and ready to hold the defensive positions up on this wall. And my god, it is just raining javelins and just look at that. I think it's a kind of a waste. Most of them are missing, and even the ones who don't hit the wall are going over the heads of the Romans. They are landing some hits, but this is insane. Just insane. But that's okay. He's absorbing a lot of ammo with only a couple of troops. I really think Carthage needs to turn off fire at will because he is wasting a lot of ammo on these Romans. So yeah, the Romans are attacking pretty hard here. Another tower or ladder getting close to the walls. Over here, lots of siege towers just releasing Praetorian guards. So they're going in with the elites right away. We also have some auxiliary type troops coming in, some swordsmen. And wait, what? Okay. That was weird. You guys saw that, right? It's doing it right now. It looks like I'm looking at the Carthaginians and it's saying legionaries. But no, this is Carthaginian hoplites getting ready to defend the walls as well. So I don't know. I don't think... Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but are hoplites good at holding the wall? I think they're better, like, in the streets. I think Carthage would have been better off with some, like, swordsmen to hold against these Romans. But Rome is going on a full-on push, and that's exactly what you need to do in this situation. Rome just needs to be very aggressive. You know, the Roman soldiers, just get them in the fight. The worst thing to do with the Romans is just sit back and die from, like, distance, right? Die from arrows, die from projectiles. You want to get them right into the fight, the thick of the battle, and get them into close combat. That is where they excel. And that, I'm glad to see the Romans are just pushing so many troops, so many numbers into the forces here. But Carthage has got his Italian swordsmen surrounding these Eagle cohort. They should be able to defeat them because they've lost a lot, especially with the javelins from the supporting infantry. We also have Romans. Oh no, legionary cohort again. The projectiles going crazy from Carthage. These Romans do not stand a chance, mostly because of the oil. But yeah, they destroyed this gate. Oh my god, look at how many lives were lost. I think he burnt it down or something, but... Oh no, here's the ram right here. So they rammed it down, and now he's got more. Oh my god, I hope he doesn't commit this many infantry into that fight, because that's going to be a nightmare. Rome is losing on this side of the battle, but it's okay. It's okay because he is... oh wow, big breach push over here. Let's actually slow this down a little bit, guys, because I feel like this is going very fast for a siege battle. But it's okay that the Romans on the other side are losing the battle. Just because, like, siege battles, and even, like, total war battles, it's not always about kills. The person who gets the most kills doesn't mean that he was the best player on the battlefield. It just means he had a lot of great opportunities to kill some enemies. But this player here, yes, he's losing the fight, but at the same time, he's keeping Carthage occupied. He's keeping them distracted. They have to micro, they have to watch every single angle, and he's losing a lot of men, but it is a siege battle. That's gonna happen when you're attacking. But he's doing a great job distracting a lot of forces and making it just a little bit easier for his allies to push through here and use his legionaries, use this tortoise, I love it, knocking down some walls. And really pushing on multiple fronts. He's pushing up on the walls. He's going to push now down on the walls. Really great stuff here. And Rome is making some fantastic progress. He's got the Praetorian Guard in there. So this is a big problem for Carthage, and they know it. They know it. They're now sending over more swordsmen, more spears over to this other side. This is a big problem over here because now the Romans control this wall, and sure enough, they're going to send up their archers to fire down at the Carthaginian defenders. They're pushing over here as well, which is great. If I was Rome, I would send some of these units, this Roman player to be exact, I would send some units around this way because this looks really promising. And if you can put more pressure over here, you can go down here. Like if you break through, you can charge down here, flank around. But Carthage is really swarming around this because he knows that this is a hot zone. All the players know that this is really important. And look at Rome over here. Again, let's do some slow motion because this is going super fast. A lot of stuff going on all at once, and that's really good to see from the attackers. That's what when you are attacking, that's what you want to do, guys. You want to be super aggressive. You want to attack on multiple points, and you want to cause chaos for the defenders. But the Romans over here are doing a great job of pushing on this flank. That's going to cause some issues because the town center is right here. I know it seems like the town center should be up here, which would be badass, but no, it's right here, and there's nothing defending. Nothing defending right here. So if Rome can push through and take this, they win. They win. Like, none of this matters if they can take this. So Carthage really needs to look out for that because they don't have a lot of reserves over here. They don't have much of anything. They've got some cav, some Carthaginian cav, but in terms of infantry, I don't think they have enough. Some Sacred Band with a lot of chevrons. Those guys are really good. But let's go back to normal speed. And here comes the Romans. And Carthage is just not in a position they want to be. They really need to close up this gap. The pikes here, we got some African pikemen trying to put down their pikes and do some damage against these Roman forces, the mercenary Roman forces coming in. Pretty sure they're mercenary. Like auxiliary, I guess I should say. But Carthage is holding over here as well. He has some Libyan infantry holding back some veteran legionaries. It's going to be a tough battle for them, but they might be able to win it thanks to the support of the arrow tower over there. And oh, wow, really good cav charge right on the side of these Romans. Look at that, but they need to quickly get this cav out of here. Now, while that's going on, let's go back over this way because this is the juicy battle, guys. This is where it's all going down. I mean, just look at this front line. Really glorious fight going on here. Oh my God. Rome versus Carthage. I mean, does it get any better than this? Does it? Look at the archers like, oh, excuse me, I'm trying to run for my life. Oh no, what are these archers doing? They're like firing point blank. Oh my God. But I love this matchup. It looks so cool. It's so cool that you can do this in Rome 2. Get so close to the fight. But this is definitely, it seems like a losing battle for Carthage. Well, actually, there are some troops breaking over here, but I still think Carthage is going to need more men. Over here, Carthage has done a great job of rallying their troops. Rally the men! Hold this position. They've done a great job of holding this because this is a very vital position for these Romans. Very, very important spot. Over here, Rome is still pushing aggressively, but Carthage, with very few troops, are holding them back. And once again, he's going through the gate, guys. I think he neutralized the gate, so the oil is no longer going to be an issue. But it doesn't matter. These elephants are gonna do, this is a great spot for elephants, a great spot for his Samnite warriors. They're gonna hold back the Romans a very long time. Even if they lose the Carthaginians, they will kill many. They will take down many with them. All right, so yeah, the Romans are starting to break through, but we do have some breakage going here. But the Carthaginians are breaking as well. I mean, this is just a gruesome fight. I mean, could you imagine being in this front line? It would be terrifying. Terrifying and exhausting because there's just so many men to kill. Oh, man. So really, really exciting fighting going on here. But this is also, I mean, every point of this battle is super important. Look at this. It seems like Carthage is sending their weaker troops. And we have Italian swordsmen, which are not the best. Now, they do have their Sacred Band. But the Sacred Band are losing numbers quickly against these veteran legionaries. I think it's because their flank is exposed. That might be one of the major issues. But they are breaking this other unit of veteran legionaries thanks to the pikes on the flank. So they should be able... Oh, there they go. They broke them. The pikes need to now push forward and support these Sacred Band because they are losing men fast. So Carthage is actually hanging on here, but Rome is not letting up. They've got plenty of reserves to send over this way. So, and this, unfortunately... Libyan infantry is going to be slaughtered as they are surrounded by 2 Roman forces. And that's going to be a major problem, guys. Major problem for Carthage because, I mean, it just... Everywhere it seems like Carthage is getting defeated. Well, I shouldn't say that. And that was a poor way to phrase that. What I'm trying to say is that Carthage is struggling. Not so much here, though. Carthage is holding on very well. And I think the Romans know that. They're actually going to fall back and just give up on that fight and support the battle over here. If he can help his troops break through, that's going to give Rome a lot more opportunities throughout this battle to attack different points. So Rome is definitely going to win here. Love this. My God. Look at that. All those troops down there. Fire down on the men. And then we have the Great Breach. I mean, that's just so badass. You know, it's Total War, just nothing like it in terms of video games. No competitor, which is a bad thing, but... Carthage, well, he sallied out over here. He's sending out some Iberian swordsmen, mercenary Iberian swordsmen. So Carthage has held on with a few troops over here as long as possible, and he's still holding on. He's using his elephants. Look at this. Using his elephants, still supporting the infantry. He's taking on Praetorian Guard. I wonder how... Oh my God, look at that. I wonder how... Oh, some lag there, guys. Sorry about that. I wonder how many Roman troops have died over here, because this has got to be a brutal point to attack. I mean, going through the gate is always a very difficult situation. Oh, geez. Maybe this is what's causing the lag. How is this on fire, though? I don't know, but hopefully it stops soon. And Carthage, they've got depleted, tired soldiers just doing what they can to hold back this Roman horde that is breaking through this breach point. The Roman horde. And lots of Carthaginian forces over on this side. So definitely it looks like a lot of Carthage forces have started to rally towards this way. You can see, and that might be one of the reasons why Carthage is starting to lose over on that other side, because they now have to commit more troops over here, because this is one of those situations where you can't bend the defense. And what I mean by bend, I mean by let up, right? This is a defense where you cannot let up. If the Romans break through, it's over. But look at this, guys. We got some Carthaginian cav. 35 of them going through a breach, going after some vulnerable archers. This is huge. This is huge. Look at this. Oh my God. You take out archers, you basically take away the claws from a lion, you know? You take away the archers and they can't do... Oh, look at that charge. Some war dogs going in. But yeah, you take away the archers and Rome's gonna have to only rely on their infantry to win this one. And if Carthage has pikes, that could be a nightmare. There we go. Now he's going for the general. Now, I don't think he's going to be able to kill him, as this Roman cav has really stretched its limits. They've gone through so many units here, and yeah, I think this is going to be the end for that Carthaginian unit, but it was a great push. I don't think he did enough damage to really put a huge dent into this Roman army, but he silenced the archers a little bit, bought more time for his infantry, and maybe he can do it again. They do still have some cav. They've got a lot of cav. Look, he's moving infantry around. I think it's because there's some Romans on the flank here. But this has been an epic defensive or an epic battle between these two forces. I mean, it's just, you know, looks like Rome's winning, and then it looks like Carthage is winning. Very back and forth battle, which I'm really enjoying. It seems like Carthage is going to be able to hang on to this, because now they can flank around. The war dogs are charging in. Look at it, little puppers going into Carthage here to support. Oh God, could you imagine getting bitten by one of these dogs? How terrible. Look at these guys. They're they're attacking the flank of the pikes. This is a problem. The pikes are surrounded. This is a well-played maneuver by Rome as they push around the pikes of Carthage, and they are going to be surrounded. Sacred band in their royal purple. Pretty sure purple is a very expensive dye. But I love just zooming in and getting some nice close-ups of the intense battle. Back over here, more Romans charging in, trying to prevent the flank of these Praetorians. But this is just a gruesome fight, guys, and they need to send relief over here. Send some cav, send something. They actually charged the general into this unit. I was going to say Victorian. What? Veteran legionaries into these guys. So they need to disengage, though. They can't stay in prolonged combat. Also, the arrow towers are supporting the attackers now, so which I always love. I love that mechanic. Oh, by the way, guys, Carthage is on its last leg over here. Uh-oh. The fiery balls of death coming down. I think the Romans activated this, but they're just going to miss. Let's see if this explodes and kill this guy. Nope, he's fine. He's fine. In fact, it didn't really do anything, unfortunately. But the Romans have really struggled over here. And Carthage is down to this last. I mean, it's not surprised the Romans have won on this side, because Carthage has peeled away so many troops from this fight. He was basically holding with just enough, and because of that, the Romans are now pushing through, but they still got to get through the elephants. They still got to get through 1, 2, 3 units of infantry, and there's lots of Romans everywhere now. This is the point where Carthage must fall back. They have to fall back. They have to prepare for the last stand. And is this impossible to win? Absolutely not. Look at this balance of power. Yes, it's in favor of the Romans, but the Carthaginians have the advantage of defending. They have the advantage of winning or being on defense, and they can win this one if they have the skirmishing capability. I cannot stress enough, guys, how important it is to have archers in these battles. Never, ever go to a siege battle without archers. And never use up your archer ammo right away in the first initial clash of forces. You always got to try to save some ammo for late game. Always try to save it for that final epic stand. Because if you're defending and you have no ammo, you're screwed. If you're attacking and have no ammo and it's that epic last stand, you're also screwed. I cannot stress enough how important archers are to the outcome of this battle. So we're going to see what Carthage has here. We're going to see what the Romans have. And really, guys, whoever has more ammo most likely will win this fight. but I've seen crazier things. The elephants are now down to 2. Make that 1. Make that 0. 0 elephants left on the battlefield. Romans tossing Carthaginians over their shields. And it seems that Rome... Oh, nice little cav charge. Rome is definitely going to take this point, and this is a very important point for them to take because they are going to be able to set up some troops over on this cliff and fire down on the defenders. So, I don't know, guys. I mean, this balance of power is looking rough. It's looking rough right now. Rome just has so many troops. I don't know. I don't know if Carthage is going to be able to hold this one, and history just might repeat itself. But we're going to see here. We're going to see if they've got some tricks up their sleeves, if they can turn this around. Let's see what they have. Let's see what they got. So they got African pikemen. Great unit at holding choke points. I mean, any pikeman is really great. We've got, let's see, some Libyan infantry. That's a really solid infantry. So I'm liking what I see. I'm liking what I see from Carthage. The Sacred Band, Libyan infantry. I mean, they're very... This is a healthy Sacred Band, too, 120. So I think they've got great units, but do they have enough? Even though they have great units, the Romans have numbers, and they can exhaust the greatest of units just by sheer numbers. So we're gonna see. This is a nice position here for Carthage. It's an uphill attack. Even though I think in Rome too, there's no uphill advantage, which is really stupid. You can run through the streets here, so they have to look out. Very good use of this depleted unit of pikemen, holding a much tighter choke point here. Very wise to do that, and they will easily defeat these armored legionaries, which they're doing right now. Back over here, yep, that's another thing to consider. Even Roman infantry, they have the pila, right? They can throw these pila and do a lot of damage before charging in. That's gonna suck. There's not much they can do, these pikemen. I guess he could save the pikemen for later, but I don't think he has any infantry reserves, so they kind of just have to stand their ground and take it. Hopefully they keep their shields up, and they can withstand the Roman pila. Back over here, more Romans are trying to push on the flank. They are taking their time, which is wise, trying to not exhaust their troops. And this is going to be scary. This Roman army is going to be terrifying. They can easily defeat what's left over here, but this, yeah, that's going to be tough. But I do like the fact what's good for the defenders right now is that the Romans are attacking already. So instead of the Romans waiting for their ally, he's just going in. So that gives Carthage an opportunity to clean up these troops and then get ready for this push over here. And look at, Rome is not in a rush. That's actually kind of surprising. No, well, now he's in a rush. Okay, so he's going to go around this flank and try to push from this direction. I think I saw some braking going on. Nice little charge with the general. But yeah, I thought I saw some braking. The Carthaginian pikes here, the African pikemen, hold. And they're even pushing forward. They're like, back to Rome. There you go. I thought I saw braking over here, but no, well, actually, yes, there's braking. It's the Romans. More Carthaginian. Oh, African pikeman. He's got another fresh unit. Almost a full unit of troops. 118 out of 120. Ready to join the front line and support this battle. I'm seeing rocks being tossed. That's the cool thing. I love seeing rocks being tossed around because it feels very realistic. Like, I can imagine many troops picking up rocks and throwing it at the enemy, as it's just a great tool to knock people out of the fight. But there's just something so cool about watching these battles, watching the infantry fight, and then seeing the projectiles fly right over the front line like this. You see that? It's just something that's just so immersive about it. It's so awesome. So Rome is making their epic push here. Carthage is hanging on for dear life. Praetorian Guard somehow got behind the Libyan infantry. That's a little awkward. And now we have Cav that are going to try to slip through here. Nope, they decide to just join the front attack here. I thought they were going to go through the gap and try to go after the archers, which would be a smart move. We do have some Cav left from Carthage, but let's see what they can do. This could be a great opportunity for the Cav to flank around, as there's nothing defending the flanks of the Romans. They do have a general in reserve that could help defend against Carthaginian Cav. Oh, and now we've got more Carthaginian infantry pushing in. Noble fighters, very good unit. Here comes another charge right into the back. Because of the awkwardness of this fight, the backs are showing towards the Romans. This is a big problem over here. If Rome breaks through here, it could be over for Carthage. They might want to send some units over to this way. And I think he's going to use his slingers here. Do they still have ammo? I think so. He might use... Well, no. I think he's going to have to use his slingers to hold back the Romans. The Sacred Band's still going strong. Actually breaking these troops. And, oh, wait. No, they're not slinging. So yeah, he's using his skirmishers to hold back the Romans. The Romans are now piling up their troops. Why is he sending so many units in one area? He should have dispersed them. And look at this though. Yes, the Carthaginian Cav has slammed right into some archers. Really good use here. The Romans are now breaking away from the fight, and Carthage is going to chase them down. This is exactly what Carthage needs. He's got his noble shock cav. Now he's going to run over this way. And like I said, guys, the Romans are completely undefended over here. Look at that. That's going to clean up this way. Look at all the death here. Look at all the dead Romans. This is going to clean it up for Carthage. And, oh, a costly mistake from the Romans. Pushing too many troops. Let's do some slow motion here. They push way too many troops over on this side. And because of that, all of these flanks are going to crumble for the Romans. Now, imagine if he sent 1, 2, maybe 3 units over here that could help defend the flanks of these Romans. It could be a different story completely. But now the Cav is turning this battle around. We have generals leading through example, charging into the flanks of these men and breaking the troops. Look at this. He's got his Libyan noble fighters against the veteran legionaries. These noble fighters, oh my god, they're gonna do a great job of holding them in place as they slam in the Cav. Ooh, those are some juicy charges. And that's gonna be some game-changing charges here. The Cav is still running around. Look at this. We got another noble Cav. The generals have all dispersed. They are charging around. They're trying to turn this battle around. The balance of power is still in favor of the Romans, but this is gonna be a huge turnaround. They're going to lose a lot here, but it might be worth it if they can charge in and crush. Oh, juicy charge. Bless thee by thy name. That was a great charge, and that's going to cause both units of the Roman archers to break. And now the Romans are losing their advantage of skirmisher advantage. They're losing it. The Cav here is still running back and forth. The noble fighters trying to take care of these legionaries. Don't want to give up. They're down to 40. They just don't want to give up. Now the Cav is running to its next vulnerable target. Look at this. Even killing some breaking Romans as well. Yeah, Eagle cohort wavering. Oh my god. In this... Okay, Rome needs to peel a unit out of here and hold and prepare. Oh my god. The flank is completely exposed. And Rome is going to feel the wrath of the noble Cav. Here we go. Here we go. And these are some game-changing plays right here. We might have an epic comeback on our hands. Now we have Pikes going into the front. Remember, he doesn't need as many units holding over here. The Roman general went in and tried to do what the Carthaginian generals are doing, but it's not working out. He defeats the Roman general. The Romans are out. They no longer have leadership. And the balance of power is now in favor of Carthage. Wow. Wow. What an epic comeback. I mean, I just didn't think Carthage could turn this around. Now, they still have some units over here, but these units are depleted. I mean, this one isn't. They got Principes, but they're tired. What are they doing so far away? Oh. my God. I think Carthage has this. Carthage rallies their men. Honestly, I think Rome got a little too confident. They got a little too confident. They're like, oh, this is over. Just charge in all of my infantry here. They'll break through. GG. No, it didn't work out for them. I think Carthage's biggest mistake was this push right here. That was their biggest mistake. They should have dispersed their units. They should have supported all these different points, because that just gives Carthage the advantage, because at the time, the Romans had more men. If you have more men than the defenders, you can stretch them out thin and find an opening. But if you focus on one point, then they can concentrate all their troops and put up an epic stand. This has been a great replay. Really, really enjoying this replay. Just an epic comeback. And honestly, guys, I don't think there's any hope for the Romans. So we're going to fast forward this a little bit, because I am very excited to see the battle results on this one. I can imagine the Carthaginian generals racking up a lot of kills, and even if they don't rack up a lot of kills, the kills they got were crucial kills. You know, the use of the generals were great. I loved it. That was so exciting. Seeing them run around, killing archers, breaking this entire force over here. And now Rome is doing the same thing again, attacking one point. This is a great learning lesson here, guys. Never get too confident. Never get like, always feel like there's a chance for your opponent to win. You know, always feel like that you've got to do everything in your power to win the battle, no matter what kind of advantage you have. Because you just saw right there a massive advantage disappear in minutes. And we'll do normal speed here as the last desperate Roman principes. Look at these Carthaginians are pumped up. They're like, yeah, we got this. And they're breaking. No surprise there. These guys are most likely going to break as well. And that is going to wrap up this battle. This is a great battle. The pacing was really awesome. Like, it was just non-stop action. That's why I kind of like these Rome 2 and Attila siege battles, because they're always just non-stop action. And the epic comeback was insane. And look how healthy the Roman, like, it just seems like they didn't lose that much. There we go. They're closing in the jaws of defeat. The jaws of defeat for Rome. They are trapped in them. And now that is going to wrap this up, as we're 5 seconds here. And it is a costly victory, but a victory nonetheless. Let's just take a moment here and look at all the carnage that happened. All the fighting on the walls, on the breach points, especially over here. This was an epic struggle that Rome was able to cut through, but just wasn't enough. They didn't spread out their, I mean, there was a big battle over here. The epic conclusion over here. It was just a great fight, guys. Really awesome fight. So let's end the replay. Look at the results here. I hope you guys enjoyed this run. I believe this was sent in by Rogue. So thank you, Rogue, for the battle replay. He did fantastic. He got a lot of kills. Look at this. Rogue was the guy that was holding against the first initial Roman attack. Remember, it was the Romans that I said, hey, they might not be doing well, but they're distracting them. So that's why he got so many kills, because he could really focus down one player. But he did great, man. He did fantastic. 315 with the elephants, 262 with the general. Really great. Let's look at his I was going to say look at his replays. Look at his allies here, who also did a fantastic job. They all got a good amount of kills. And we got Nick over here. So those are the kills. Over on this side, Bugs guy, 55555. He did great. He actually almost got the most kills. He was 100 away. 100 away. So, and then we got Striker, who got a lot of kills as well. Gandalf the Grey, unfortunately, not doing enough. And I think if Gandalf got a little bit more kills, they could have won that one. I think Gandalf was the player who was attacking alone. He went through the gate. I think the gate was his biggest mistake. But that's going to wrap it up here, guys, for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this epic battle. This is a great battle. Really enjoyed this one. So if you enjoyed it, of course, guys, don't forget to like, leave a comment, subscribe, share, or even become a member if you can. That would be awesome. So thank you, guys, and I will see you next time on the battlefield.